Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This reading is going to be for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your rest of May 2020 messages. I know we're in the last week of May, so it will likely peel over into June. And I think for June, I'm just going to do one reading per sign in order to catch up, okay? Pisces, I'm seeing the Lovers card here at the bottom of the deck. This came out in Aquarius too, so could be dealing with an Aquarius. You may have Aquarius in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Gemini, okay? Air energy here, and we are in Gemini season. Oh my gosh, and the 10 of Cups. Happiness, joy, fulfillment. I love seeing, these two energies coming in side by side are extremely positive, especially with regard to your romantic life, your heart space, your emotional world. Okay, Pisces, so let's see what the messages are for you. Angels and angels, ancestors, spirits, Holy Spirit, and the Chariot. More water energy there, Pisces, okay? Moving forward, perhaps relocating, perhaps traveling, all right? That energy has shown up in a few of the readings as well, including Aquarius and one of the other ones that I filmed. The moon, there you are, Pisces. Possible pregnancies have been coming up quite a bit in the readings. I'm usually very hesitant to say things like that, but I just have to call it how I see it. King of Pentacles could be dealing with a Capricorn, okay? Let's see what's happening for you, Pisces. This is a Celtic cross. Don't typically do these that often, and I know immediately this is your card because this deck is old. This card has been chewed to death by my dog. I need a new one. This is Morgan Greer. Queen of Cups, there you are, Pisces, showing up first in your reading and your energy. You're being crossed by the 9 of Swords here. Definitely could be dealing with an Aquarius because that came up in the Aquarius reading as well. Some worry, anxiety, fear here. Okay, you might be worried about the direction something is going into, but I just showed you the cards we had in the pre-shuffle leading up. So need I recap? The Lovers, 10 of Cups. Who else did we see? What was after that? It was water energy, perhaps the moon, okay, and King of Pentacles. All right, so there's no need to worry, I guess, you know. And I'm a Pisces myself, and I actually had to have a pep talk with myself this morning about that because I have been sort of feeling that energy, you know. Us water signs, especially if you're an empath, okay, you can pick up on the energies of other people around you, just in your environment, your neighborhood, you know. I live in a city, and so I'm surrounded by so many people, so I have to do, you know, aura sort of cleansing and protective exercises to really protect my energy and check in with myself and be like, does this belong to me or not? Okay, see what's coming up in your past is the 9 of Cups. Okay, wish fulfillment. You also have 2 9s here, so this is talking about completion, okay, the ending of an old cycle and the start of something new here. I feel like there might have been something or someone in the past that you wanted, and maybe it didn't exactly work out the way that you would have hoped, and that could be why this 9 of Swords is showing up here. You have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the reading, so we have 10 of Cups showing up again, okay? Could be definitely dealing with another water sign here. We have basically all water energy outside of this 9 of Swords crossing you, right, in the reading so far. So could be dealing with another Pisces or a Cancer or a Scorpio or someone who has one of those signs in their prominent placements in their chart, right? Could also, I hate to keep saying this, you know, and I think I mentioned it already, but again, I'm picking up on this energy of pregnancy, okay? And I said this in the Aquarius reading, but it's like I'm feeling a water sign child, okay? More specifically, a Pisces or a Cancer, okay? Like next year, obviously, because we're almost on, maybe some of you are having a baby in the next month, right? Or next month rather, and within the next 2 months, that might be a Cancer baby, but I'm feeling more like next year or even further into the future, okay? I do also feel like, again, because it was like something or someone you wanted in the past, perhaps you wanted this commitment, you wanted marriage, you wanted to have children, right? Like you wanted to create a family is what I'm seeing here with someone, okay? Like someone specific, okay? And I feel like there's anxiety or worry around that in the present. Okay, you have the Devil coming up reverse. Definitely could be dealing with an Aquarius or you have an Aquarius, okay? Capricorn energy. I like seeing the Devil card coming up reversed. because this is talking about cutting out any negativity or toxicity in a connection, or just any sort of devilish energies that you're dealing with yourself. Devil energy can be, you know, negative self-talk. It can be addictive behaviors. It can just be things, people, places, and things that we know are not good for us, whether they're outside of us or whether they're things within us, things that we think, things that we do, you know, quote unquote bad habits that we have that we're working to break. And that also ties in with this Nine of Swords energy. Very similar energies to the Aquarius reading, but they were in different parts. So definitely, if you're dealing with an Aquarius or you have Aquarius in your chart, check out that reading, okay? Five of Cups in the reverse. Okay, is coming up in your future. Gosh, I swear this is like this is the Aquarius reading reshuffled. Very interesting. So again, feels like there's this past situation here where there was disappointment, right? And that's what this Five of Cups is speaking to, with those 3 cups spilled over there in the past. And your energy, Pisces, does seem to be sort of looking at that, you know, perhaps asking yourself why or how that happened or whatever. How'd you miss, you know, the signs, the red flags, whatever the case may have been. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? Focusing on that as opposed to not focusing on the 2 cups that are still standing upright in the future, which, by the way, is Pisces energy, okay? But I feel like there is this new opportunity coming in, whether it's, you know, related to this past situation or person or not. It is a new opportunity. It feels like in a connection, in love, although it doesn't have to be, right? But the Two of Cups talks about a soulmate connection, whether that's a romantic partner, friend, perhaps even, again, a child, or someone else, right? Feels like there's not a lot of like quote unquote work related stuff coming up in this reading, but we'll see. Still have a few more cards to pull. King of Cups. So now we have a true pair on the board. More water energy. Gosh, you guys are just swimming in it, aren't you? Does it mean it's your element? I love it. I'm me too. Like, I love Pisces energy. I love water energy. I do love being a Pisces, but I love water energy. King of Cups. This can be Cancer in particular, okay? I do feel like someone is coming into a greater realization of their own feelings, whether that's you, Pisces, or whether that's someone that you're connected with, whether that's both of you, okay? And again, similar sort of inklings to the Aquarius reading, so check that out if this message is resonating too, okay? But yeah, I feel like you're both just sort of like thinking about your cup here, okay? Your heart space, where you want to, like, it's interesting because with the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, right? And I wish, maybe I'll try to find it at the end, but if you remember, you could probably go back. With the 10 of Cups, it's like 2 hands coming together, joining a cup. So right now, I see that you each are holding your own individual cups, okay? And it feels like you're working through shedding this devil energy and this 9 of Swords energy, this worry or anxiety about this situation or about things that you're dealing with individually, okay? And that eventually I like see those 2 cups merging into that 10 of Cups. Ace of Rods is in the environment. It's like a new opportunity here, okay? You know, this could be talking about the passion in the relationship. Quite frankly, this card can talk about like straight up sex, okay? And again, I'm getting like pregnancy vibes off of this, okay? But it does feel like it is divinely guided or led for this to happen, okay? Or whatever this new opportunity is. Could also be a new opportunity related to work. I know that I had just said there wasn't a lot of work coming into the reading, but Rod's energy can be explicitly about work. So you could be, you know, metaphorically birthing or starting something new, like a business or just like a new sort of service or product, sort of adding on to an existing business, okay? But there's a lot of newness here, whether it's newness in a connection, a new, like, you know, expecting something new, like a baby, like we mentioned, or starting something new work related. 2 of Wands is in your hopes and fears category, okay? I'm seeing a lot of like 3 and then 2s energy, okay? And 2s came up quite a bit in the Aquarius reading as well. So I do feel like someone is in a decision-making kind of energy. It's like someone needs to decide which direction, which path they want to go on, okay? And they are really being called and guided here to listen to their intuition, okay, in terms of this decision. That's what I get when I see this 2 of Wands. It's almost like the figure on the card is looking into a crystal ball here, okay? I feel like someone is worried about making the wrong decision, and I feel an energy of like someone is worried about the decision that someone else is going to make. Like basically, you know, maybe this is about, will someone pick me or pick someone else, right? That kind of energy. Let's see what your outcome is. The Wheel of Fortune, a new cycle. Look at that. I love this card. Starting on a new cycle. So Pisces, what I'm picking up is I actually feel like, and I don't really say this that much either, okay, and I'm just getting so much water energy off of this reading. Like, you're really, it's interesting because we're in the middle of an air season. I guess we are going into Cancer season, so that makes sense. As we move through the reading, we get into all this, like all this blue imagery on the cards. I just feel like I'm like in the ocean swimming right now, which unfortunately I'm actually not doing today. It's not nice enough, and obviously with so many, I think the beaches are closed here in New York, so not an option. But yeah, what I'm feeling is that there's actually a past situation, okay, that has this potential to be revived, but it's almost like it would be completely new, okay? And if not, I'm feeling, and I feel like both of these are options to you, perhaps, okay, if this message resonates. If not, I feel like there's a totally new person coming in, possibly a fire sign, okay? So that would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Saw the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the 10 of Wands. Releasing burdens, okay? Because this Devil energy, the 9 of Swords energy, is very burdensome energy, okay? So releasing that, again, if this is a past connection, letting that negativity and toxicity in the connection go, right? That would be the burdensome energy, okay? Or again, someone just sort of dealing with their own issues, right? It could be happening in tandem, right? It doesn't mean like it's one or the other. It could be someone working through their issues, which also then changes the dynamic of the relationship, or again, just meeting someone entirely new, I feel like here. But you probably share a past life connection with this new person as well, okay? For those of you who've been following me for a while, you know what I mean by that, okay? So we're gonna get a Psychic Tarot Oracle. Ooh, I just saw Balance, which I believe is the Temperance card of this deck. And Temperance also showed up in the Aquarius reading. Sagittarius energy. Just saw Temptation, the Devil card again. But you're triumphing over it. You or someone you're dealing with, right? And again, we have that Devil crowning the reading, but coming up in the reverse. It's like you or the person you're dealing with, it's like you're stronger than your inner demons. You know, I truly believe that. I believe that no person is helpless, okay, or hopeless, unless they choose to be, but I don't believe that. Okay, so the card you're getting is Emotional Withdrawal. Interesting. Let's see here. Let's see what it's saying. I'm actually more so getting off of this card like just deep introspection and meditation, and again, sort of like sitting by the ocean, okay? But it could be like, especially if you're like in the throes or in the thick of it, of a situation with someone, sometimes getting a little space and distance from not just the person, but the problem, you know, like not trying to like solve it actively, okay? Just being like, you know what? I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna let this person do what they need to do. I'm gonna allow them to show me, right, what their decision is versus trying to force something, okay? That's more so the energy that I'm getting. But let's read for the card and then we'll close out the reading. Let me just find it here. Okay, this card represents moving away or withdrawing from a current situation in your life, whether it's an old love, a relationship, or leaving behind what was once familiar. And we do have the Wheel of Fortune coming in, right? Leaving behind what was once familiar in search of new horizons or beginnings reminds me a little bit of the Eight of Cups, but that's just disconnecting from past emotional attachments. Again, perhaps there's issues of codependency or abandonment sort of issues, okay, that someone is working through. It says on a physical level, it's easy to get caught up in the materialistic world, but it's just as important to retreat, right? And this is what I was talking about, from the outside world to enable you to pause, reflect, and heal. Schedule some alone time so you can commune with your soul and give the power of spirit the opportunity to restore your energy level, giving you the vitality to move forward in a positive direction. Again, I'm seeing like a lot of you taking time sitting by a body of water and just really meditating and reflecting, okay? The number 8 represents infinity, passion, control, and power. This is your time. Use this opportunity to tap into your heart and soul in order to find the courage and strength to continue your journey into that wonderful undiscovered territory. I love it. Okay, Pisces, so that's been your reading for the rest of the month of May. Again, we'll likely peel over into June, and I will be back in June probably with just one message. If this reading resonated, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so through my website. The link is down below. I also have a monthly, hopefully soon to be bi-monthly, like twice a month, newsletter that you can subscribe to. The link is down below as well. And I also have links to a podcast that I co-host called the Self-Care Kickback. It is a spirituality and self-care focused show. There are several episodes up on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Anchor. If that's something that you're interested in, if you listen to podcasts, do check us out. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you in the next reading. Bye.